Joining me now to talk about Sarah Palin, the Tea Party, and the future of the GOP, Doug Heye, who's a communications director for the Republican National Committee. What do you make of Sarah Palin and her ability to draw a crowd, whether it's out for John McCain at a re-election rally for him or here at the Tea Party?
November elections are really about energizing your base and getting people excited. I think the fact that we couldn't hear Domenico, although he was sure trying, really demonstrates the enthusiasm that she brings to the party.
Is it problematic for the GOP, though, that she is really now considered the darling of the Tea Party, and some people, some Republicans, have tried to distance themselves from Sarah Palin?
No, not at all. We have to grow our party. You look at what we learned in 2006 and 2008. 2006, people said we don't like the Republican Party. 2008, they said we still don't like the Republican Party. So we could either grow or die, and it's important that we reach out to new voters every opportunity we get.
And to that end, I know that there's been some outreach to the Tea Party. In fact, Tea Party instrumental in helping Scott Brown win the election there in Massachusetts, but he's not at that rally today. How does the GOP proceed, try and capture some of that enthusiasm, some of the money, some of the commitment from those people who are going out to Tea Party rallies and feel definitely committed to the grassroots process, politically speaking? How do you co-opt that into the Republican Party?
Well, you don't co-opt it, and the reality is you can't co-opt it. This is not one organization. There's not one person you go to. This is a grassroots, from the bottom movement, and that means that we have to reach out to organizations in Boston, organizations in Florida, different parts of Florida, different parts of Massachusetts, to really galvanize that energy, and that's part of what got us these big wins in New Jersey and Virginia and Massachusetts.
But you know what, Doug, it's interesting when you talk to Tea Party leaders about their core beliefs, what they really want: smaller government, more individual responsibility, strong stand on illegal immigration. Those are all core Republican principles. So why do people feel the need to go to an outside third-party path when Republicans are supposed to be
them in our party, and we need them to show up and knock on doors and make phone calls and raise money and do those things that are necessary for November? And I'm really optimistic, because if we were having this conversation 1 year ago today, we'd be talking about President Obama's 68-point job approval rating and how the Republican Party even survives. 1 year later, we've got 3 big wins in the Scott Brown win and Bob McDonnell and Chris Christie. We've got 27 out of 39 special elections throughout the country, and we're matching the Democrats dollar for dollar.
Can you do that? Can you do that without those independent voters, the Republican voters, the Democratic voters who are now with the Tea Party?
Definitely not. We need those voters, and that's why we won in Virginia and New Jersey and Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And part of it is because with these voters who voted for Obama in November, you look at not just the unemployment rate, but the underemployment rate. It's about 20%, which means so many voters have given up on that key Obama word, hope.
Yeah, okay, so President Obama, we know, meeting with bipartisan congressional leadership today on jobs. We'll see what comes out of that. Doug, it's always nice to see you. Thanks for coming in the studio
It's good to be
today.
here. Thank you.